Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrew and you are on Track Hack. Today we start a new chapter in the channel because right in front of me here I have the new Track Hack project car. Now you may have guessed that from the title. Actually, you may have guessed what it is, or maybe not. So let's have a look. And as the title suggests, yes, I bought the cheapest mid-engine sports car online. Now, I've always wanted a mid-engine sports car, but they are ridiculously expensive. So, I mean, I'd love a Porsche GT4. I think they are absolutely amazing. I would love a Lotus of any description. They're amazing. Can't afford any of those. I'm on a budget. So, shall we have a look under the covers? Let's just seems to be British racing green. That should give a bit more of a hint. Actually, that should pretty much give it away, to be honest. But let's pull the covers back. That badge should even give more of it away. Oh look, there's a different coloured fender and a different coloured mirror. It's a convertible. And the engine is in the back. So yes, it is a Toyota MR2 Spider, or MRS as it's known in different markets. So it's a the chassis code's a ZZW30. It is the third and final, for now anyway, generation MR2. So I think I will just call it an MR2 from now on, rather than MRS or MR2 Spider. But there we have it. What an absolute nugget. So this was the cheapest mid-engine sports car I could find. I paid very, very little money for it. Sight unseen, because that's the way we do it. That is the YouTube way, right? You can't buy a car on YouTube. Not a nugget anyway, seeing it before. That just takes all the fun out of it. So this was sight unseen. It was a couple of 100 kilometers away. It got shipped down to me. I hadn't seen it. It is pretty broken. Actually, it's very broken. It doesn't run. It's not registered. It has different colored panels, but there's a lot to like here. So how about we go around the car and do a bit of a good, bad, and ugly, and see what we've got exactly. Shall we start with the good? The good is it's a mid-engined, rear-wheel drive, convertible sports car. So there's a lot to like about that, especially in terms of the potential. In Japan, they use these as toge cars and time attack cars. There's some that do sub-minute laps around Tsukuba, and there's a pretty famous one, which the name eludes me at the moment. Techno Spirit. Look that one up. Techno Spirit. ZZW30 does like around a minute around Tsukuba, with some decent aero and stuff, but not like a massive budget build car. So it's pretty impressive. So there's potential here. There's potential. So what else is good about it? The soft top has been, it looks dirty, but it has actually been recently replaced. I think the car's just led a pretty harsh life in a rural city, and it's probably never been garaged. So, but there's no tears in it. I don't know if it functions, like it opens up or not. I haven't tried. I actually don't know how to. So I'd say that's a good. It has the original wheels, which is good. I think the chassis is straight. I honestly don't know because I haven't looked under it. But let's just say for now that that's a benefit. None of the headlights are cracked. They all seem okay. This one's severely discolored, but we'll get onto that in a sec. Let's leave it there. That's probably it for the good. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. It's really the platform and the potential. No, the other good. The engine does actually run. So I had a mechanic look over it like really briefly. He reckons he did start it. I didn't see it running. He reckons it runs. That's a bonus, although that won't stay in there for long, forever. That won't be, it'll get a different engine. It won't stay with this one, but we'll get onto that in a sec. So the bad, and there's a lot. Let's have a look. So there's really not a straight panel on it. So you can see here, that's dented, that's rusted, that's been hit. This door here has been hit, this mirror's been replaced, this panel's been replaced, even the bonnet is dented here. What else? The headlight seems out of alignment. This here is out of alignment, which is causing some strange panel gaps on this side. This panel's different. You can see here, this is all messed up. The panel gap here is horrible. This door, actually we do have two straight panels here. So this door and this quarter panel here do seem to be straight and undamaged. Okay. This dust, by the way, is just from the car cover being on it. This is damaged. The rear bumper is okay, as far as I can tell. Tail lights are okay. Antenna snapped off. Let's have a look underneath here again. Let me just put this up here. Oh my God, how dirty is this engine bay? It is ridiculous. I may just have to go get the power hose on this and give it a once over. So, what is this thing powered by? This is a 1ZZ FE, Toyota 1.8 litre engine, nothing exciting. It also powers like Corollas of the era. I think it's about 108 kilowatts. Really nothing exciting whatsoever. That's not going to stay in here for long. That will go, replaced with something a bit more exciting. And there are a lot of options actually for engine swaps for these cars, ranging from drop in to a bit more complicated. Let's have a look inside. So I'm digging the tan interior. They're worn, but not ripped or anything, which is great. The door card over there has seen better days, but this one here's not bad. It is absolutely filthy. Like, it's full of dirt and cigarette ash and God knows what else.
Yuck.
What's that? What's yuck? Why is it yucky?
Because of this.
Of all the dirt?
Yeah.
It's pretty dirty, isn't it?
Yeah, inside.
Yeah, we should clean it, shouldn't we?
Inside.
We should. So, what else we got in here?
dirty.
The steering wheel's not so dirty, yeah. It's not too bad.
And this.
Yeah, that's not too dirty, but it could be cleaner. Another pretty awful thing is this.
Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa's home. You can go and say hello. Wait till he backs the car down. So another pretty awful thing is this silly gear stick here. Just a minute there, buddy. So this thing here is an SMG transmission. Now all the cars delivered in Australia actually came with this SMG gear stick. So you'll see here, there are only 2 pedals. That's not good. So there's only 2 pedals, and it has this hydraulically actuated gearbox. It actually has a manual 5-speed transmission in it, but there's no clutch, so it has this like hydraulic system which shifts the gears for you without a clutch. It's horrible, but all the cars in Australia came with this. There wasn't a manual option like in other countries. Why? I have no idea. I guess because they thought a certain demographic would buy this car, and that certain demographic wasn't interested in a third pedal and shifting gears by themselves. So this thing's actually broken. That's why it doesn't run. It's a real Achilles heel of these cars. This hydraulic system fails pretty often, and it's really expensive to replace. You got to replace this whole hydraulic unit, and it's really expensive, and that's why these cars are a pain in the ass to own. But we're going to do something about this. We're going to change this. We're going to retrofit a third pedal, pretty much, and I'll show you a bit of that a bit later. So that's the interior. What do we got here? We've got some garbage in there. I mean, the switchgear and everything, I mean, it's a Toyota, so that part of it is still not too bad. It's just disgusting in here, basically. That's the main issue. So I'm going to give it a bit of a clean today, so I can actually bear sitting in here. But so that's the car. This is the new project, the Toyota Mark III MR2. Awesome. So let's have a look. Actually, let's have a look at the manual transmission swap, or the third pedal retrofit. Let's take a look. Let's open this up. I think that's all of them, is it? All right. So as you can kind of see, this is not brand new stuff. Yes, what do you want to put brand new stuff on? So it is a ECU. Cool. This is a steering wheel. Looks like this is in pretty good condition. What is this? This looks like a throttle body. Oh, here we go, the cool stuff. A 5-speed stick shift. Excellent. Clutch, reservoir, or master cylinder, whatever you call it. Gauge cluster. Oh, it's white. Nice. Ah, it's in miles per hour. That's not so nice. It's actually quite annoying, but it's okay. That'll do for now. Wow, this is a clutch pedal. Cool. Wow, there's a lot of other stuff in here. I have no idea what that is. A whole bunch of bolts and brackets. What's in here? I think that goes onto the gearbox. It's the gear selector mechanism. And a whole bunch of brackets, cables, no idea. And that looks like a wiring harness. Wow. I'm not going to grab all those out because it's going to make a mess. But that's basically it. These are all the parts. Actually, apart from this one thing I need to buy separately, which is a clutch line. Purchase that separately, and then this is everything that I need to convert this to a proper manual car. And the hope is that once I do that, the car should actually run. Because from what I understand, the reason why it doesn't run is because of this thing. This is this thing that brakes. This is hydraulic. This is what allows it to change gears without a clutch pedal. Or part of it anyway. I think there's some other parts, but this is part of it. See, it's got Toyota on there. But it's manufactured by these guys, LUK, from Germany. And the reason why this is such a pain in the ass is Toyota don't actually offer a service kit for it. And there's a O-ring inside this thing somewhere that fails after only a short period of time, which renders it basically useless because there's no service kit for it. And a new one's like $2,500 or something like that. Something ridiculous. So that's why, screw that. I want this car to be a manual anyway. I don't want this crappy SMG gearbox. So that's why the first thing I'm gonna do, after giving it a clean, I'm gonna give it a clean first, is we're gonna start work on this manual conversion. That's the first job, to try and get it running. 'Cause at the moment when you try and start it, it doesn't start. We will have to do like a full service of the engine as well. Like we'll change the plugs and the oil, and we'll do all that basic sort of service for it as well, because I do want to get this car up and running as is before doing the engine conversion. So that won't be done straight away. The first job, get it converted to manual, get the car running, get it registered. So it needs what's called a blue slip, because the registration's lapsed for more than 3 months. If that happens, you have to go through a blue slip process, which is a little bit more involved than your regular registration check each year. The car has to be roadworthy, basically. There's one more thing that's annoying as well about that, is this. It's a crack in the windscreen, so that won't pass a blue slip, having a crack in the windscreen, and that's not repairable, so I'm gonna have to source a new windscreen for it to get it registered. But a lot of this is about learning. It's about learning how to do things that you've never done before. That's the whole fun in this. It's the discovery, it's the learning. Never had an MR2 before. It's only my second Toyota, actually. It's my first like older Toyota. I've had a brand new one before. Toyotas are meant to be known for their reliability. We'll put that to the test. Let's see if this Nugget can actually start and can prove to be a reasonable, reliable piece of motoring in the short term before we do more exciting things to it. So that's it for now. I need to go get a battery for it and clean it and then go from there.